It's your man DJ Caveman. We back again here for another episode of DJ Caveman. IronMonkey talking that shit with Pete in the middle. You know, we got Upper P. You know what I mean? In the building as always. DJ IronMonkey in the building.
Look at
we
him.
all remote.
No. I'm really laughing. I'm really laughing because I really sprayed some cologne on before the camera came on. I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
What you smelling good for, dog?
It smells good.
Like,
oh my gosh.
No, like you could smell the flowers on the shirt. Like, come on. I really went like this. I really went. It was really behind my neck too. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then the camera came on. I was like, wait, let me hurry up and get it off.
Yeah, he's getting ready.
I'm sorry, Caveman. That the intro guy. That he was dying.
Yo, no, listen, I was trying to figure it out too. I was like, damn, is he still on the other shit? Because, you know, one of the things that happens with this podcast is that we start talking and then we never hit live. And then sometimes we use up a lot of good content early on. And then we're like, oh, yeah, we're done. Then we just move past that and keep it moving. But, you know, when we think we're recording and, you know, I fucked up somehow over here on the production board and we go through 30 minutes and then we're like, then
let's save this for the show. And then we never get back to it.
But before we even get into the rest of it, just to bring y'all up to speed, you know, a lot of folks have been asking about how to make the microwave cornbread. So, you know, we're trying to convince Pete to, you know, when he gets a break from his otherworldly work, to, you know, give us a tutorial on how to make the microwave cornbread. So stay tuned for that.
You know yeah.
You know,
when we have an official name, we'll put it up on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Dude, if you put it on TikTok, my black card
viral, son. Viral.
Telling you.
Viral. My man that throw the glasses might even try that shit. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Light-skinned dude that looked like Method Man.
Yes.
Not just him.
Jordan Stallion or some shit.
Yeah.
Shout out
but
to
not
him,
just
man.
him. The other dude, Cabinet Carl, who be knocking trays off the table, looking at people's potluck. They're like, microwave thing, Cabinet Carl. Cabinet Carl. Like, man, fuck.
My car will get taken officially. That goes on TikTok, man. Holy crap.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. But there will be a community that's gonna rally behind you and be like, you know what? Fuck that. You know what? I make rosemary cornbread. Rosemary cornbread. What the fuck are we doing? We getting artisan shit now.
Matter of fact, I got some cornbread in the house right now. I might put that shit. I might do that shit just to be like, this is Pete's world famous microwave cornbread.
Yeah,
because he ain't gonna do it. He's gonna be like, man, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. and then somebody's gonna colonize his idea and make millions. And then he's gonna be like, nah, man, you can run the tape. We was talking about that shit since way back in the day.
Yes, we did. We did.
I've been having a hankering for some cornbread. Yeah, I said hankering.
Yes.
You know, so I'm gonna make some microwave cornbread today in honor of Pete. Pete's world famous microwave cornbread. He's gonna give me the recipe, and then I'm gonna make that shit and tell y'all if it's legitimate or not.
Wait, are you using cage-free eggs? Does that make the difference? Cage-free eggs. Look, motherfucker, it's in a microwave. What are you asking? Cage-free eggs. It's in a microwave.
You got to use quality ingredients, man. You can't just be using, you know, regular eggs. You know what I'm saying? I need cage-free. I need my eggs to be multiple colors when they come in a box, like fresh out their hen's ass. Or wherever eggs come from.
It's gonna get gentrified to the point where people are really, you know, shucking their own corn and shit and shaving it down. Yeah, this is the real cornbread. Like, come on now. What are we doing? Just get a box of Jiffy and call it a day.
Go to the Dollar Tree, get yourself a couple boxes of that Jif mix. Yeah.
Yeah, go to the corner store where you can get a stick of butter for like 25-50 cents. Then you get one egg because they're gonna sell you one egg because it's the corner store, of course. And then, you know, a box of Jiffy, less than $3.
There you go.
Motherfuckers want to shuck their own corn and shave this shit down and cage-free eggs.
For the microwave cornbread coming today, I'm gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that shit. I gotta
go
I
on camera. The shit's not crumbling in your hand before you even bite it.
I gotta get some mugs. Now I'm gonna make it in some mugs because all my baking dishes are metal, so I can't. I gotta use a mug.
This mug.
You knew he was gonna do that.
This mug.
Oh Jesus!
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat, on the Facebook, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on the Twitch. That's where we are.
We had
says Twitch.
Make sure you hit the QR code up above my head, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you can be notified of all future episodes. We're all on demand. Make sure you hit the live tab. You got to hit the live tab when you go on the thing to see the actual episodes, because we're live, and that's where YouTube stores them shits. And I just haven't moved them anywhere else. So make sure you click the live tab so you can see all the episodes. I mean, there's other shit on the page as well. Feel free to look at all that. There's old episodes of The Porch on there still with Tom DiNucci, some of our older episodes, different iterations of the podcast over the years. So, check all that information out, man.
But back when we used to be in person in the basement.
Right?
There's a Saturday morning conversation.
Shout out to cousin Ari. He did a show in New York off Broadway. I heard it was a great success. So shout out to Ari for doing big things, man. Shit, man, how was everybody's week? You know what I mean? July 4th this weekend and shit, but how leading up to it? Pete,
what was I at? What was I into? Yeah, just continuing to see the boys grow. My eldest is 12 again, going on 30. He's developing his continue his pattern for sarcasm at the wrong moments, but he's learning. So his creativity is all over the place, which is fun to see. And then my youngest one, who is my mini Darth Vader / Doctor Doom, because he loves those two. He's just kind of following Dad a little bit, and I'm like, all right, you want to learn about computers? Okay, we'll work on that. So they're both growing in their separate ways, and it's at times trying. Dowell, this, trying, but also a blessing. And so, so it was that. Then there's, always the work, always trying to, make sure bills are being paid and budgeting and all that grand stuff, all the adulting. And here with you guys. Oh, and I love this stuff. 4th of July was low key. We did set off some fireworks, but it was raining, and so it wasn't as fun, but still fun. So yeah, nice week. And to top it off, I'll be getting the week with you guys. So whoa, nice. Good stuff.
I forgot who that politician was where he said woo, and then he ended up losing it.
Yes, it was
Dean.
Yes, Howard Dean.
Howard Dean.
Yeah. Howard Dean. It was Howard Dean.
And then he just lost it from there. Imagine how things change where woohoo will make you lose a whole election.
And everybody's way too enthusiastic about this shit.
Yeah.
He's coming in with too much energy. He's trying to actually make change.
Yeah. He got that college prep vibes. Nah. But all that aside, me, I just got back from the beach and I'm starting to make that a thing with me and my father because of my work schedule. I'm like, what? Let's go out there early, leave the house around 6 o'clock, 6:30, get out there for 7, take a sea bath, which is just swim in the water, wash your face and everything. But then I was like, get my calisthenics on, and we was talking about this off camera, where it's like, I feel kind of weird because I'm the only dude in the water, and I'm doing these little, side to sides. I'm doing little exercise. I'm doing dolphin kicks, and shit like that. I'm like, water aerobics is really only acceptable when you get a certain age. But we recognize, and I was gonna say Chinese people because it is what it is. But I watch a lot of kung fu movies, so it's not a stereotypical. It's not a bad stereotype. It's one of them kind of habits where, look, I'm fitting to do this shit my damn self. But I don't want people thinking I'm looking to chop down, boards and shit like that and jumping through the air, karate kicking people. No, I just want to be physically fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But water aerobics is one of them things we recognize, like I was saying, is athletes do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of them things. It's like, just because I'm not really competing in any kind of sport or anything doesn't mean that I can't take the benefits, of doing those things. So I'm at the age where I really don't give a fuck what people got to say. I'm doing me.
I'm gonna try to jump out of my pool this summer.
Yeah. You try that.
I'm gonna try to jump out of my pool, dog. I got there's a little pool over here in the complex. I'm gonna try to do that NFL shit and jump out of the pool.
Yeah.
Peter, you frozen? You are
not frozen. No, I was
breathing. It didn't even look like he was breathing over there, dog.
Sorry, I apologize.
But but the other thing too is, like, with the whole 4th of July, me and my father, we just having conversations, and everybody with the fireworks and shit. And I was telling him about when I used to live at this one spot, and the people across the street used to let off fireworks. They used to spend thousands of dollars on fireworks, at least like 5,000, easily, right?
Wow, really?
Damn.
Real talk. But then, like, at the end, like, they would clean up all their stuff and then wash it, wash the street, make it sanitized, like nothing ever happened. Cool. One time, me and my mother went outside to go see the fireworks, and they're setting up, the big grenade and shit like that to shoot up in the air. And as it goes off, the wind blows it, and it's coming towards me and my mother. And I go to cover my mother.
Yeah.
This is how you know that power of prayer is a real thing, because we didn't get touched at all. Like, it hit the brick house and shit like that. It didn't break any windows. Again, it was being blessed, but it didn't touch me or my mother. But the whole night, the guy that let it off, he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah 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 blah." I'm like, you just see the power of prayers, man. Like, just see it in real time. And he was like, "Yo, for real, I need to go to church." I'm like, "Yo, you can say whatever you want. It's whatever you do that matters."
Right.
But
right.
You see it. But people with the fireworks, yeah, it's all good. But you have to be careful, especially with shit like that. Because as simple as it was, because they was letting shit off for like 10 minutes before we even came outside.
Yeah.
And then when we came outside, it's like, let's see. And then the wind just happened to blow it our way. So, people like Pierre Paul, the football player for the Giants at the time. He ended up losing some fingers. It's all fun and games until it isn't.
My mom got so many stories about shit like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like people losing their, like, she never really used to let us play with the firecrackers and shit.
I don't do it either.
Even though, shout out to my dad for throwing a half a stick of dynamite off the porch one time while the other motherfuckers was letting off their fireworks.
Dynamite.
I was telling the story the other day.
My dad used TNT like the cartoons.
Yeah, shout out to my dad, yo. My dad at any given moment might have like 1 to multiple sticks of dynamite in his possession.
He's breaking into safes. He's breaking into safes.
Back in the day, and I was always like, "Why do you have this?" And he was like, "Because you never know, you might need it for something." And I'm like, which is always kind of his response to shit. So I was just like, "All right." He's like, "It's always better to have it and not need it." He was one of those guys. Like, my dad has so many tools. Like, every time he does a job, he buys a new tool. My dad got a fence spreader to like spread the chain link fence. I've never seen my dad put up a chain link fence. We fixed like wooden fences, but I've never seen my dad, like, I've done a lot of work with my father over the years, and I've never seen him do a chain link fence. I was like, why do you have this? He was like, "You never know, you might need it for something." You know what I mean? Like,
just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that he hasn't done it.
True. True. But I'm saying,
but it still had the tag on.
But it's weird that, he's like, I don't know. Like I said, you never know. My dad's like an international man of mystery, man. Shout out to my pops.
That's awesome.
Old school breaking into safes and shit. Like,
for real.
Can't crack this. You know what? Yo, you got some dynamite? Yo, I got you.
You never
It's
know,
old school.
man.
It's the 70s and the 80s.
The dudes down the street was letting off wild fireworks. It's like my favorite 4th of July memory. I'm at my dad's house. He fucking letting off wild fireworks. He was like, yo, watch this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He just threw it up the porch. He just threw it up the porch.
It's the response. It's the response. Yeah, what the fuck? Boom.
Blew a hole in the dirt. Just a crater. And you know, it was like it wasn't like a full stick of dynamite. It was like, you know, a quarter stick, half stick of dynamite. But I'm like, yo, why do you have that? And he was like, just nonchalantly, just was like, boop. I was like, yo. The cops came so fast, but they didn't come to us. They went down the street to the motherfucker letting off all the fireworks and told him he had to cut his shit off. Like, yo, whatever you're doing over here, you can't have all that shit. Somebody set off something sounded like an explosion. What the fuck? We're just standing on the porch.
It registered on the Richter scale.
Yo, they came quick, man. They came quick, but yeah,
now because it shook the coffee. It was like, yo, that ain't fireworks.
They was probably definitely in the area, but you know, 4th of July, I just chilled yesterday. I stayed in my bed or sleep or on the couch watching TV or sleep for the better part of 24 hours. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know what happened. I guess like a lot of people lost power and shit because we had a crazy thunderstorm out here. They didn't even really know. But and then the week before, you know, my week was cool. It was just postal shit. It was hot than a motherfucker out there, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know, it's you know it's hot when you sweat through your dry fit over like shirt and then your dry fit underneath layer. And like the shit was like I sweat. My belt was wet on Tuesday when it was like 105 degrees out here. Like I took my belt was like I took my belt off and I was like, all right, I gotta run to the store, do some jeans on, went to put my belt back on and the shit was damp. So I had to go get like my little skinny like suit belt. So I was no way I'm putting on a moist belt. Yeah, like that's just not it's like wearing like it's like when you gotta put on like a moist t-shirt or something, like you sweat and then you took your shirt off to like get cool, but then you forgot you don't have no dry shirt, so you got to put the wet shirt back on.
Nah, coming from the beach, I was like, all right, you know what? These pants ain't drying up the way they're supposed to be drying up. So I had some other pants, so I was like, all right, easy. So, you know, I ended up switching over because damp pants, nah, man. Nah, that's just a weird feeling. Like, ugh.
Yes. Yeah, nah. Yes. It was definitely a week of humidities and swamp nuts. But I did try cut water.
Told you.
And what would you say? Cut water is dangerous, man. Listen.
Told you.
If you don't plan on doing no wild shit, like if you need some courage to do some shit, have a cut water. Because a cut water will have you ready to do a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Listen.
A cut water will have you calling the chick you don't even like. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
That was traumatizing over there.
Yeah, like cut water is dangerous, man, and it's delicious, which is why it's so dangerous. It's like
I'll let Daryl say it for me. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Like, nah, listen. Cut water will have you making errors in your judgment. Or in a shot that might work out for you. You never know. You be like, you know what? I'm about to tell this chick. I've been trying to tell this chick for a minute that she finding the motherfucker. She should come over. And you be like, yo, what you doing? Come over. And she's like, who is this? And you're like, God damn. That's what cut water will have you ready to do, though. It'll have you work it out in your brain and text the baddest chick in your phone on some, you know.
Yeah, it cuts both ways. That cut water cuts both ways.
It cuts both ways.
The baddest chick.
It'll also have you being like the chick that you know from a distance, but you know she might have a little crush on you. She's like, you should come over, and you're like, I should come over because you got cut water and you have you doing some bullshit. You know full well you don't need to be going over there, but there you are, fucking drunk off cut waters, being sloppy.
See, when people say I feel triggered, it feels like it's a negative thing, but in this particular case. Actually speaking 100% my truth without me having to say anything. Because again, when I told you that I had what I think it was like 4 cut waters and 2 down east. Like
Oh,
that should tell you exactly how my night went. And
Fuck
so
yeah.
everything Aaron is saying.
You was butt naked
That's
on
what
somebody's coffee table on some bullshit.
nah
Like, well, I'm
the
gonna
follow
come by and give you a lap dance. Yeah, like a chocolate Chippendale, girl. Yeah, get the music ready. You know
this
what
is
I'm saying?
not.
You said into the playlist on the way over. Yeah, I want to hear this song when I get there, and then I want to hear this
I,
other song, and then this other song. Yeah, you get a 4-song set in the back with me, baby.
mhm. Listen,
This is
listen.
crazy.
I'm glad I got enough gumption to keep my ass home.
Oh, you can't. That don't. The only benefit to being at home while you drinking cut water is you're gonna be too fucked up to drive
Yeah. So
if you have too many of these bitches. Because I was drinking one and I was like, oh, these are nice, these are delicious. If I smash all of these, I'm gonna have to sit out here in this park till it gets dark.
Yo, I didn't even talk about how much weed I was smoking to try to like mellow me out and like try to get me back to like even
Drunk
keel.
science. Drunk science.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I'm
drunk
drunk as
science.
shit. Let me just smoke and then it'll balance me out. Because then I'll be
Yeah,
high
yeah,
and drunk. Like,
yeah. No, I'm swerving this way. If I smoke, I might swerve this way, and you know what? It'll get me back to balance.
Just right in the middle.
Drunk science. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I feel like I'm leaning too much this way with the cut water. If I smoke, I'm gonna lean this way. But you know what? I'm gonna find myself in the middle this way. Oh my goodness.
How many did
Nah.
you have there? How many did you have?
Oh man, I cut myself off early, dog. I just drank. I was like, because like, so this was like a big Masonic event, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but these brothers can drink, and every
Mm-hmm.
tent, it was like a big picnic you know what I mean, St. John's, and so like every booth, everybody brought their own tent, like
wow.
situation and
Mhm.
grill, and you know what I mean. It was like there was like a host griller, and then it was like every tent had food. Like one dude had like crab, he was doing crab legs and seafood and shit. Then another dude had ribs on his shit and like burgers and
Yep.
fries and all this other shit. You know what I mean? So, and then each one of those tents also had copious amounts of alcohol and libations, and you know what I mean? So
You talked about it. You talked about like how
yeah,
when they have raffles, there's raffles of
yeah,
bottles.
man. As we just bounce around from tent to tent, making new friends and introducing myself and doing the thing. Everybody's like, "You want a drink? Here's a hot
You want-
dog. Here's a burger.
Take a
Get the-
splash.
Yeah, I mean,
Next
So,
10, take a splash.
and I'm walking around with a cut water, dog. I'm like, this is bad news bears. And I'm like an hour away from home, so I can't eat.
Damn. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, you got to drive an hour. How much? Like you be like, you just scrolling through your phone trying to find somebody to just talk to, and I'm like, nope. I'm gonna just listen to this. I'm gonna listen to the radio. Like I had to talk myself down off the ledge, man, because somebody was about to get some drunk love conversation. You know what I mean?
Some old school some old school telephone love.
Yeah,
That old reggae song. You sound so
Yeah.
sweet on the line. Do, telephone love. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Okay.
Oh that
Come
Daryl
on.
ain't speaking no lies. That
You
was
know,
my life.
you start
That's
talking,
why I
and
was like,
the first response is, "How drunk are you right now?" You're like, "I'm not drunk. What you talking about? I'm just driving home. You think I would be driving drunk?"
I ain't drunk, I'm still drinking.
So you just don't
I'm
make those
still
decisions. Cut water. The cut water devil was on my shoulder, like, yeah, call her.
No, that's why that's why the next day I was in the sauna for an hour, and then I had to go take an Epsom salt bath right afterwards for another hour. Like it had me in a different zone because I had four of those and 2 down east in probably about like a 3-4 hour span.
Oh
So
yeah, he was
so
feeling
6 drinks.
nice.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, but
Pete,
you know,
cut water. You
Yo.
got to try it, man. We need
Well-
your review on. We need your review on cut water, dog. I know
I
you're not a
might
big
have-
drinker, you know, and it doesn't come in Incredible Hulk flavor.
oh Oh, he'll be speaking extra Nigerian to his kids before the end of the night. That's we damn sure. Extra Nigerian to the kids.
Yo, that's not so. That's cup water's a little. It's actually a natural thing. It's not like a regional thing, right?
Yeah, man, it's everywhere.
Okay, all right.
You just got to go to the liquor store. You can't order it at the bar.
Okay. I don't know if they have it in Afghanistan where you are, P. But they might.
They might have it in the commissary.
Yeah, the consulate or something.
All right.
The embassy. Make you feel at home with some cut water. Get good old American drunk.
America.
USA. Yeah. 250.
Oh,
yeah, man.
I watched in honor of July 4th, I did throw on Team America World Police.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Because why not?
Durka.
That's crazy.
Love that.
Was so crazy.
Shout out to the letter B. Brian at the club last night. Popped into the club last night, and he played that shit. He played America. Fuck yeah.
Saving the world from the terrorists.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that.
Oh yes, Team America. Fuck yes.
Oh, we watched Independence Day. We watched Independence Day 1 and 2.
It was a 2.
There was a 2. Yeah.
Who the fuck was in that?
So the only person from the previous one was Vivica Fox and Jeff Goldblum, but they had a newer cast. That's the daughter from the president. Oh, Bill Pullman was in it too. The daughter grows up.
But wasn't the son? The son was A-Train from The Boys.
I think so. Yes. Yes.
I didn't even know there was a 2.
Yeah, Independence Day 2 is called Resurgence.
Yeah. They never really talk about it. They never talk about it.
Yep. So.
Yeah, because it was a pure money grab, and people saw through it.
Yes.
Yeah. I was supposed to watch it, and I taped it, so I don't know the end result. But my brother kept talking about it. Mm-hmm. But the Abdullah Mason, they had a big time boxing match on TNT last night, which was dope because I missed Saturday night boxing on regular TV or even cable, because HBO used to be the king of that shit before pay-per-view came into play.
Yes.
People used to come over to the house to watch the Tyson
Friday night fights, man.
But then, man.
I mean, we're from the era of fights on ABC too, though.
ABC, yeah.
I watched.
Oh man,
I watched some of the great legendary fights on ABC in the middle of the day on a Saturday.
Heavy hitters too. If not, I don't know if Hagler or Hearns, but they were more in the nighttime. But you'll see some real deal fights, and sometimes they'll show replays, and you don't know that it's a replay because you didn't see the shit before, so it's brand new to you. So,
right.
But oh man, that Abdullah Mason against Albert Bell, and I was like, wait, the baseball player?
Right.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, damn, he's heavy hitting in the ring now.
I've seen Abdullah Mason box.
Abdullah Mason's the truth.
Yeah, he can box, man. I fucks with him heavy.
And my brother was like, nah, his corner got to be the best corner. And not just that, Abdullah responds to what the corner is saying. There's a level of trust in what they're saying, and then him actually going out there and doing exactly what they say to do. He's like, yo, the cohesion is great. So I'm like, man, I didn't watch the end of the fight. Don't spoil it. Because he thought it was on pay-per-view. And I was like, no. If anything, they're showing all the undercards on TNT, and they keep advertising Abdullah Mason. So he was like, oh, shit. So he was surprised.
All right, well, that's just on YouTube right now. So
yeah.
Probably the whole fight's probably on YouTube right now. So because I never watched it. I just watch it the next day, unless it's on Netflix or some shit.
Yeah.
Where I can watch it.
You mentioned YouTube, and I watched the movie of the week on YouTube. I was very proud of myself.
Oh,
I was like, yo.
It was on Paramount, but I don't know if you had Paramount. Okay, let's just jump into that shit before we get to the other shit. World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Cape Verde. Did a great job against Argentina.
Nice work, Cape Verde, man. Nice work. Very nice work.
Yeah, they lost the game, but won a lot of people's love and respect.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
You know,
They played
now
good. They
people
played
know who
good,
Cape
man.
Verde
They
is.
won one tie at the end of regulation against Argentina, and they were like, dude had like they were just like,
They had the lead. They
yeah,
had the 1-0 lead, and then Argentina, and then was like, all right, you know what? We're just gonna outclass you, and you're gonna get tired because you're giving your all, and we're giving
yeah.
75%.
They just got
So
they just got wore out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the
that's
battle of
a
skills.
same thing
Um,
with DR Congo and all those other African countries. Like they just ran out of steam.
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Kane though. He man, those goals were ridiculous. Like
Mm.
as not a huge soccer fan, like I could still recognize like tough shots. You know what I mean? I played a little bit of bullshit soccer in like at camps and shit. Like it's hard to score. It's hard to kick a
Yes.
ball like that
That
fast.
that
Like he kicked that shit like 95 miles an hour too. Like it's not like
that
one of those
that Cape
goals.
Verdean goal was great. That
Oh
second
my
goal
god,
was a
yeah.
great goal. Oh my goodness, that was a great shot because they had no cross potential. But that I was like, yo, they have to bust a shot from outside the penalty. Like they have no cross potential, and then homeboy busted the shot. I was like, see what I mean? That's all they have. But
Yeah.
shout out.
You know, shout out to Cape Verde. Shout out to all the African in the small countries. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They really put on this for this shit. But you know, when you got so many world players, like great world players on your teams, like you know what I mean. That's why you have there's a little bit less parity. But the same thing is happening in like the NBA. Like you know what I mean. Over time, like the talent spreads around and goes to these like from these other smaller countries. They're going to these bigger countries and playing in the Premier League and shit like that. And now when it
Hmm.
comes World Cup time, now your country got like legitimate like world class like top level soccer guys. You know what I mean? Like I watch
Yeah.
what is
Hmm.
it? Who's it? SGA's from the Bahamas. They put a beat down on fucking Jamaica the other day. And
No, 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 no. He plays for Canada.
Oh,
SGA.
I'm talking about Edgecombe. My bad, Edgecombe.
Oh yeah. Oh, Edgecombe. Yeah, yeah.
VJ
VJ.
Edgecombe. Um,
Mm.
man, they beat the brakes off Jamaica. But Jamaica don't
But
like I don't think Jamaica has any NBA stars, and they got at least one. You know what I
and,
mean?
and
So like you can see
and
the
that's
difference in having like one star, and then when you get a second star, like you look at teams like Argentina or um, you know some of the like Slavic countries where like Jokic and all these guys come from. They have like multiple NBA guys, and you can
mm,
see their level of like international play step up. And I just think that'll happen eventually for like you know a
mm.
lot of these smaller countries, and it'll make it a
Well,
little
see
bit better going down.
yeah, and what's happening is now that those smaller countries like Cape Verde is gonna somebody's gonna pick up that goalkeeper somewhere. you know. So even with that, now they get to go play international in Europe somewhere, and they could play for a Premier League team. And now they're
Right.
playing. They're seeing like Italian style of soccer, Spanish way of soccer. So they're getting exposed, and now they're bringing it back, and they're like, look. We do this great, but if we just add this little piece that the Argentines do, because I played in that league, uh, we can make the next step. So
yeah.
it's happening, especially with the U.S. And that's where the U.S. now is getting a little bit better because a lot of before they used to be isolated and like, look, we're going to create our own little program and we're going to present our program to the world. Japan, all of them are recognizing it and they're adapting their style of play, keeping the core base, but they're adapting the international style of play. And it's a beautiful thing. Because some countries, they're just defense. Like they're just trying to beat you 1-0. Other countries, they're trying to beat you 6-0. So
It's true.
now, when you go and now you travel from that, 1-0 country, and then you're playing in a league where they're trying to score 6, your conditioning is different. And now
Yeah.
when you come back to your country, you're like, look, coach, this worked for me and this worked for us when I played in Argentina or when I played for Barcelona or Manchester United or Arsenal or some of these other league teams. It makes a big difference. Same thing with basketball. It carries over where we get a lot of stretch fours now, stretch centers now. So it's the international style influencing the game, but it's now how do we blend it and still keep the core as Team America. I'm not Team America soccer wise. I'm Brazil. We play Norway today. I'm saying we like I'm Brazilian. or ever been to Brazil. I've never even dated a Brazilian chick, so something to look forward to. But yeah, no,
Go.
World Cup soccer is fantastic.
Yes, it is. World Cup soccer is fantastic.
Hmm. But
Hell yeah.
back to the movie of the week.
Yo, let's get to it. Back to the movie of the week. My choice of the week, man. I had to go with a classic. You know what I mean? I was actually gonna go with Team America because it was the 4th of July, but I was like, nah, let's just leave that one for another time. So I was like, what's a classic? And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Juice. You know what I mean? So this week the movie was Juice. I forgot when Juice came out, but it was like mid 90s.
92.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, early 90s.
Sorry about that. 92.
Was it 92?
It was.
Oh, yeah. It was a toss-up between Juice and New Jack City, but I couldn't find New Jack City on a site where I didn't have to buy it. So I was like, I'm not about to buy New Jack City right now. I've seen it a billion times. But so Juice, 1992. That was our freshman year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Great cast: Omar Epps, Tupac, Khalil Kane, Sam Jackson. You know what I mean? Queen Latifah.
EPMD.
Like there's like the cameos are crazy. Flex.
Yes.
The motherfucker, the light skinned dude from Scrubs, the black dude.
Faison.
Faison, yeah. He had a little cameo in there. Like I was like, because I've seen it so many times, I was able to watch it from a different perspective, and like try to peep out the cameos and shit. Like there's a scene, like the scene at the end where he's climbing up on the fire escape and shit towards the end. He's clearly wearing knee pads underneath his jeans, but you don't really notice that shit. And then when he climbed, because I'm like, I already seen this shit 1,000 times, like, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead and watch it for different shit, and you can see like the knee braces underneath the pants and shit, and which is crazy because he never went to his knees, so it must have just been some shit that he was just wearing, but you could see him through the pants anyway. Or maybe he had him on from the beginning of the fight when they was like fighting in the street underneath the railroad tracks.
Yeah, but why do you need knee pads? Why do you need knee pads in the first one?
I don't know. Maybe he was doing his own stuff.
Yes.
Who knows, man?
Yes, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he just got bad knees and he didn't want to. You know what I mean? But I love the fact, like the 90s fashion, late 80s, early 90s fashion. You know what I mean? Where everybody was like rocking the same color denim and with the matching shoes, the pumps. The Cortez, you know what I mean? The music, the DJ culture was still pretty new. You know what I mean? The music, the soundtrack, probably like my favorite Rakim song. So, yeah, man. The only thing, so this is what's stopping this from being a perfect movie for me. After watching it as a grown up, right? These kids were in high school.
Yes, they were into some. Yes,
and they was never into school except for like one or two scenes. Yeah, that's not really the issue. Q had like a grown-up girl. Like his lady was like in her mid-20s because she was out of nursing school and working at a hospital. There's a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like that's it's always been weird to me to see like grown ass people. Like even like in high school, you always know like the one chick who's dating a dude who's like 30, and you're like, yo, you're like 16. Like, why is your boyfriend 30? You know what I mean? It works both ways. Like, yo, why are you dating this old ass chick? Like for dudes in that day, that was like, super hype. But like watching it, it's like, yo, why would you put this on screen like this? You know what I mean? Like it's statutory rape happening. Even though these kids was never in school and they just made it look like it was cool, you know what I mean? Like
yes,
Epstein list.
It's a grown ass lady, you know what I mean? Fucking with a high school kid. Now we never really figured out what grade they was in high school, but I assume they was like at least juniors or seniors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
17, 16, 17, 18 years old, depending on how your birthday fall. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That was kind of weird to me, but other than that, the movie is perfect. The soundtrack is great. The acting was great. Even Tupac, like watching it from a different perspective, like the way that Tupac's energy changes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In the movie, like after old boy gets shot in the fucking in that little robbery,
yeah,
his energy shifts from that point. And then after they do the robbery and he got the gun on him, like
that's it.
That's when he turns into the villain. And he did that shit so well, you know. Like, shout out to Pac was a better actor than anybody ever gives him credit for, man. If you go back and watch Pac as an actor, like, you know, I mean, he did go to like a performing arts high school, so it's not like it was new to him, but also
him and Jada Pinkett,
you know, like he was a much better actor than people like ever really give him credit for. So shout out to Pac. But you know, I don't know, man. It brings back a lot of nostalgic shit. You know, back in the day, having a crew, all that shit. You know what I mean? Running the streets with your boys. You know what I mean? Stealing shit, chasing girls, whatever it is. You know, everybody had their crew, and yeah, man. For me, it's because of the weird like statutory rape shit. I got to give it a 4.898. You know, and a knockoff a significant amount for statutory rape. But other than that, the movie is a classic, still a classic. But you know, yeah.
So, if you don't mind, I'm sorry. I want to ask a quick question, IronMonkey, if you don't mind. That's okay.
Pete, you're a host on the show, man. Ask what you want, dog. You don't need permission, bro.
That's like Johnny Carson asking if he can ask a question. Like, Johnny, this is your show.
I'm big on the etiquette. I try to be.
You got the shoulders out today for the ladies, Pete. I see you got the shoulder. I see how you posing. And shit, like with the arm up and shit. Like, yeah.
Now we was joking about that Shabba shirt that he had on earlier.
Yeah.
The background dancer shirt.
Ladies, he put a real shirt on for you, ladies. He came on like mad glistening and shit. You know, with the shoulder caps out. You know what I mean, looking like a bodybuilder and shit on his flex wheeler. I was like, come on, Pete, man. This is a family show. He was like, you're right.
So what I was gonna ask you was what great movie pick, and I was gonna say, did this movie have any impact or was the impetus for Cave World Entertainment? Because like the first scene, as soon as I saw the technics, I was like, yeah, I could see that this was probably, you know, it has some sort of like effect or potential effect to it. No, nothing. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't really get into like, I started DJing in college.
Okay.
So this movie had already been out for a couple of years. But like I didn't really get serious. Like I didn't even touch a turntable until college, outside of like changing the records at the house on the record player and shit. You know what I mean? Like I was never like looking to be a DJ. I was trying to be an economics professor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was trying to maybe go teach or something like that. I wasn't ever trying to be a DJ. This shit just happened kind of by chance. And then boom, now I've been DJing for fucking 20, 30 years, something like that.
I'm on the flip side where like, it was one of them where I actually loved this movie just because of the DJ competition. You know, it was just my thing back in the day. You know, it's either play basketball, you're a rapper, you sell drugs, you know, you DJ, or, you know, you just a guy, you know? So, you know, a hustler, you know, you stealing stuff, a booster. Like, you had to do something, you know? I was good at basketball, I was good at sports, but, you know, my height, there was limitations with that. So, as good as I am, my height was a downside to it all. So, I always loved music. I always used to make mixtapes, you know, pressing pause and record when I hear my song on the radio, because my father's like, why would you pay for the song when you hear it on the radio all the time? Like, just record it off the radio. Whatever the fuck, you know, just buy me the fucking tape. Like, that's it. But no, like the DJ part was a big thing for me with this movie. So, and you know, I was gonna jump in and kind of give my quick review to try to piggyback off of some of the things that Daryl was saying. It was like, yeah, you know, the crew love was really the big thing for me. because back in the day we're freshmen, but I was always the younger one because I skipped a grade. So I was like 12, 13, like 12 going into high school. I turned 13 in high school. So I was always the younger one, but just the being in a crew, especially being from New York, you know, in New York, you always had to have a crew, you know, and everybody had a role. And then you could see the defined roles in this movie where, you got the pretty boy, light skinned dude. Then you get, the guy that is all about the music. Then you get the goofball. And then you get the extra ambitious person that just wants to be something bigger than and make the crew like, yo, we got to be seen. That's the Pac role. And that's the thing that when Darren was saying about how Pac went to school for acting, yeah, he went to school with Jada Pickett at the time. But one thing that people said about Pac is that this is the role where things switched with him, where he actually embraced the thug life role. And this was the movie that made him that person. Because before that, he's a backup dancer with Digital Underground and, I think Madonna videos. I don't know. But either way, he was just the background guy. And he's always had that ambition on being something bigger. And this was the movie where it was like, look, this is the role that I'm gonna play for life, in a way. And this is what a lot of people that knew him at the time and they report about it. But all that aside, with the movie, love it. With the storyline, with the little low key statutory rape thing. For guys, it doesn't really play like that with guys, even though when you really, really look at it, she wasn't taking advantage of him. He was about it. It's statutory when it's more like coerced, like a 30-year-old guy dating a 16-year-old girl in high school, and he got a car in an apartment, and he's like, "Look, I could buy you things." There's a hook, and he get his hook into her. So it is slightly different. So that wasn't really a big thing with me, but I could see Daryl's point. Q's story, the whole DJ competition, loved it. Queen Latifah, even Samuel L. Jackson. It was just a dope movie. It's so nostalgic feel for me to put a ribbon on it all. I'll give this movie like a 4.8. Like the crew love and the betrayal and how things happen in the crew. That shit was real.
So just a 4.8.
4.9. Thanks for talking me up on it.
4.9. That's it. Just
4.9. 4.9.
That's it. No more decimals.
No more decimals. No more decimals. Where would my takeaway be for the movie? To keep it from a 5, a perfect 5, I would have to dig deep. But
no. I was just looking for extra decimal points, bro.
No. But for me personally, it's like why wouldn't I give it a 5? As much as I love this movie, it's in my top 8, probably my top 7 movies of all time. Right? As a matter of fact, to be bolder, top 5. This movie's in my top 5 favorite of all time. I don't know why I wouldn't give it a solid 5. 4.9. I'll stick with that.
All right, 4.9.
Nice.
Peter, tell us how you like that movie.
So my card has been taken because I never saw this movie before. So
I don't know if that takes your card away. I mean, like you got to understand, we are different. We all grew up different. You had strict ass parents, dog. That's all.
This is true, and it's funny because I learned how to.
Could you have gone to your dad and been like, "Yo, Dad, can we watch Juice?"
No.
You'd be like, "Are you going to the fridge?" Like,
what got juice in the fridge.
No, yes. You know what? If I did do that,
here's some oranges. Go make some orange juice. Get out my face.
Like that. Yeah, something like that would happen.
This is rated R. You want to watch a rated R movie?
Now, here's the thing. My parents did not really care about ratings because I was watching what TV shows I was watching. Married with Children, and to this day, I don't think I should have been watching that. I don't think I should be watching that. Yeah, I don't think. Even though I got the jokes, which was crazy, I could not have been watching that. My first movie that was rated R was RoboCop. and I mean like full fledged. And I didn't watch it in the house. I was at my cousin's house, and his parents let them like watch everything. So you got a bunch of kids who are like as young as 8 years old as 14, being me watching RoboCop. And I mean, RoboCop, like, hey, we're seeing TNA, we're seeing the drugs, like,
At my house, I was watching more Benny Hill than RoboCop. So Married with Children, regular.
My parents never policed like movies. It was weird. Like I was watching Purple Rain when Purple Rain came out at the drive-in. Purple Rain, Maximum Overdrive. Like I was exposed. Howard the Duck, I think, was rated R.
What's it? No way.
So.
I thought it was PG, but I could see it being R.
Like my parents never were like, yo, we can't watch this movie because we got kids. They were like, yo, you're watching this shit because we're watching this shit. Like, it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the only thing was horror. We didn't watch any horror in our household. You know, but let's see, like funny, like watching Benny Hill. It's a laugh track. You know, Married with Children is a laugh track. It's something funny. Yeah, you know, I'm not really hearing the jokes, but I'm hearing people laugh, so it should be harmless. You know?
Yeah, no, it's true. But some of the jokes I did get, it was like right in your face type of thing. So.
Oh yeah. No, but if my parents hearing it in the background, they're not really saying much. You know?
Oh
they let me do my thing. But if it's horror, it's like, what the fuck you watching? Yeah. You know, like, nah, we're not doing that in this house. We don't do that devil shit in this house. You know?
Yes, that was
that was a hard line. We don't do that devil shit here.
I agree with you because we never watched any horror. I never watched any horror in my house. If I was familiar with Jason and Freddy, it was because of summer camp. If there was sleepovers, we would watch.
Yeah, by my cousin's house.
I remember watching The Poltergeist with my grandmother.
Oh no, no!
And I couldn't. Dog. First, my grandmother's name is actually Carol Ann. Like
no.
I think that's her middle name. Pretty sure that's her middle name. Anyway, but her first name is definitely Carol. And there was a big ass tree outside my window when I was little. And you know how the TVs used to cut off anyway back in the day before 24-hour TV. Them shits would just go to static, dog. And then like as soon as I heard this, I would jump out of bed and fucking turn the TV off, dog. You ain't about to get me tonight. Fuck out of here. Poltergeist fucked me up, dog.
Yeah.
Nah, Trinidadians, we don't fuck around with them spirits. Them jumbie spirits. Nope. That's one thing we don't play around with. Don't play around with them.
There was a lot of Halloween. I watched the original Halloween. What you call it? Motherfucking
nope. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street for sure. All the Jason movies. Like that shit was always on. But I'm trying to think of the zombie shit, the early zombie shit. Night of the Living Dead. No, Night of the Living Dead. Brains.
Yes.
Brains. Like that shit. Like when I was little, like my grandmother would be like, sit down and watch this movie with me. I'm like, what? What are we watching?
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Stairs.
Wait, hold on. What I just realized, we're getting farther away from Juice.
Yeah, my bad. That was my bad.
Anyway, back to Juice.
We're getting farther away from Juice.
Yes, I apologize. So, not speaking before, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
I handed the wheel over to one of y'all, and we just drove off.
It was organic. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul.
That's my bad. I'm drinking Cutwater. See, that's what I'm talking about. Out the car and shit.
Nah, we not Fat Joe in the scene here. We not we're not doing that.
That's a good topic. That's a good topic, Fat Joe. So watching for the first time, I was like, I gotta see this as, old man Pete type of thing. And so there was a nostalgia, there was a fashion. I instantly thought of Caveman. When I saw the DJ thing, I'm like, yep, he picked it because of this. Or there's got to be something in his unconscious that I love the 12s. I love the little battle. And missed that. The Reebok pumps, that I might have to find the pair myself just to try to get
they sell them at the outlet and rent them.
Okay, there we go. So now I know where to go. Thank you.
And you can buy them online.
Yeah, if I can buy them from person, I can try them on just to make sure they fit and stuff. But yeah, so the fashion was there. The cast, again, you talked about it, and Tupac really is underrated as an actor, in my opinion. I think we all talk about the rap aspect and forget about his acting ability. And fun fact, the two main characters, GQ and Bishop, he auditioned for both and was originally sought out for the character GQ. And so the director was like, we'll see, was having trouble with Bishop, encouraged him to audition for Bishop, which he then landed. So he was going to be in that movie either way. So
Bishop.
Yeah, but Bishop, they needed a Bishop, and it just like was a natural fit. It seemed to be a natural fit for him. So little fun fact there, and I just loved him in this movie, and the whole crew aspect. I didn't get to experience that. Would I like to? Yes, because like you said, each one had their role and such. And the statutory rape, we want to talk about that. The high school missing. I'm like, wait, this kid has a kid. Wait a second, these guys are in high school. What is going on here? Come on.
Teen pregnancy was a thing.
I know. Definitely a real thing.
It was still I know that. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, we all went to health class. It just when I was like we went to when I was just thinking about it, I'm like, this is crazy. Like seeing it now just was like back then we didn't I didn't feel like we put as much emphasis on it. Now looking back to it, I'm like, wow, this should have been really heavy. I don't know. It just blew my mind a little bit in the movie for a hot second. But those are the two spots for me. But the one aspect of it where once again I'm seeing the themes, and the one theme that I did like that they were playing between GQ and with Bishop is this idea of the idea of respect. Each one of them wanted to gain respect in different ways. One sought respect through fear and intimidation. The other one sought respect through actual
hard work.
Thank you. Hard work, dedication. The idea of control of oneself in a situation, or controlling others versus controlling yourself. I thought that was a really good thing that they put in there, and I think you see that really escalate in GQ because he's trying to maintain himself while all this chaos that is happening along with Bishop, and it gets to that point where he's got to confront that, and it's like now worlds collide. So I think that speaks to the human nature and such. And even with Bishop, after that shot, he kind of flipped and was like, all right, now I have the power, and this power is this tool type of thing. So
I got the juice.
Yes, I got the juice. That's big. Yes, exactly. So it definitely tied well into the title. So I was like, oh, I do like this. So that little theme that was going on there, and the collateral damage because of that, two of your boys are dead because of this. The juice and stuff. So it's like, is it really worth it type of thing? So and actually this movie I'm not going to go too much on a tangent, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with the album by Prince Paul, Prince Amongst Thieves. Have you ever heard of that?
Kind of. I've heard of it. I can't.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever actually listened to it.
I haven't listened to it probably last 5-6 years.
Yeah, no, this the two have similar parallels, but they take different. The idea is you have these two individuals who one wants to. They both want to do the same thing, but one's doing it in one way, the other one is doing it in a different way, and they have the worlds collide through many experiences, and they kind of Juice reminded me of this album with those various themes and stuff and such, even though they were independent projects. But all in all,
spectrums of ambitions.
Yes, thank you. The spectrum of ambitions. So thank you, very well articulated. So for me, I'm giving minus the two things and stuff, I'll give it a 4.793.
793. All right. See, so some of us are still on the 3 decimals.
But I did like it. It was, and like I said, I thought Tupac did a very well done job, and he doesn't get as much credit as an actor. So awesome stuff. Well picked, Caveman. Well picked.
Yeah, it was one of those movies that was on my list, and I was like, I'm gonna just hold it off because, Oh, I don't want to always just have hood movies or like crew movies because I found myself in a crew movie zone, kind of way. But nah, this was a dope movie, and on top of it, I remember me and my sister when we were younger. Juice was actually a phrase that everybody in New York used to use, right? So my sister's like, "Oh, you got the JU ice?" Like, yeah, I got the JU ice. She was like, "All right, then let's see if you could get mom to take us to the beach." Like, all right, well, let's see who got the juice now. Like, yeah, yeah, because I got my mother and my father to agree to take us to the beach. My sister asked and like, "Nah, tired from work, blah blah blah, XYZ. You ain't got no juice. You ain't got no juice." So it was a real deal thing. But you see, like, battle of the spectrums of ambitions. People want the juice different ways,
Yeah,
and the way you go and squeeze it, Pac and Bishop, I should say, was squeezing extra hard for that juice.
yeah.
You know, it was tough.
But to piggyback off what you said too, the ending I thought was really kind of the thing that kind of made me go wow was because of GQ's path, and then the final line where he says, "Oh, you got the juice." So now it's almost
Yeah.
like, okay, you just in a full circle way accumulated the very thing that somebody else did. Now what are you gonna do with it, type of thing. So it was almost like okay, what do you do with what you have now? And that was one of the things too, was where were the cops? Like no one could figure out anything. Like it was like, okay, no one's gonna get caught here.
Come on, man. It's New York, man. There's a lot of crime going on.
Yeah. Come on,
There's a
man.
lot of crime, man.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Punisher isn't popping up on every little flare up on these streets. Like, nah, these niggas could take care of themselves. Spider-Man don't gotta swoop down for that.
No, it was that was one thing that I thought. I'm like, wait a second, nobody. No, wait, seriously, nobody. Okay,
Well,
and then
nobody's gonna call the cops.
no, that's
Nah, because now you asking questions. See, that's where it's relatable for me, being from New York. Like, you see it out your window, but you want to try to look so that way nobody sees you seeing what's going on because they're gonna ask you questions. Nah, I
guy.
ain't see nothing. I ain't see nothing.
But the
Nope, I
cops,
ain't see nothing. But just the fact that the cops talking to you is a problem.
yes,
So I ain't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. Knocking on your door, the chain link. Yo, I can help you.
yeah.
So that somebody got murdered outside. I ain't see nothing. I was in the bathroom. That was probably my cat by the window. I don't know what you're talking about.
And
Ain't
then the
nobody
cops,
calling cops.
no, that's great. And then the one thing that was crazy too was I was like, all right, cops were athletic back then because these cops were just they were moving. I'm like, all right, you don't see that now, man. Like, so,
No, they're not chasing you now. They're just pulling out on you.
Mhm.
Uh,
I see him running down the street. Let's cut him off. Have somebody else with the bike. You know, at worst, somebody on a bike. Don't let them get the horse. They're not,
that's what
but they're not running.
we need to see that. Someone on a horse. We need to see one on a horse to do that.
Oh, you being chased by a horse? You did some real dumb shit. I don't know what the fuck you did, but you being chased by a horse, you going down for years.
and you're not
We
getting
talk
away.
decades.
You're not getting away. Horse can go upstairs. Horses can go downstairs.
Right?
You see what happened to the cops trying to chase the dudes for the New York parade, the New York Knicks parade? Like they
Oh man,
slipping and shit. They getting juked, stiff armed and shit. Nah, they ain't.
and it's probably
Only cop, the only cops doing that shit is the cops that want to be out on medical leave. Like, I twisted my ankle, I think I broke it. Motherfucker, you ain't break no ankles. He broke your ankles, but nah,
Yeah.
you can walk.
So before we get out of here, it's officially the start of summer, right? July 4th is when summer officially kicks off, I suppose. Even though technically on the calendar it's
Memorial
like the
Day.
last week of June.
Yeah.
But like this is where like the weather stays nice. You know what I mean? Going forward, you know what I mean? Everybody in the pools and shit, are doing the pool parties or whatever. What's your favorite thing to do before we get out of here? See, besides, I'm like I said, I'm making cornbread in in the microwave today. But
I don't know if you want to classify that as your favorite thing until you try it.
No. For me, it's my favorite thing to do in the summer, and I hope I get an opportunity to do it because I don't always get an opportunity to do it. But my favorite thing to do in the summer is sit in the park and listen to live music. You know what I mean? They do like the jazz at Shane Park out here every Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's like midweek shit, so you don't got to stay out late. You don't got to be dealing with like the club traffic and shit. It's always like some middle of the week, early, like happy hour shit. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I mean? Any kind of live music in the park. You know what I mean? Especially if the weather's nice. You know what I mean? The jazz festival is the end of the summer. So
and now you can smoke out in public.
Right. But even before, you know what I mean? Just sit in the park with a drink and just fucking. Or if you're lucky enough to know somebody with a boat out here, you can sit on the Detroit River and hear the music coming off from the water and shit.
You go coasting it down.
Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I gotta get I want to get a house first, but then maybe I'll get a boat. You know. But that's my favorite thing to do in the summer is just sit outside and listen to live music.
House boat. Yeah, gotta listen to that yacht rock, man. Oh my goodness.
Yo, they're doing a yacht rock party out here. I think it might have already passed. At this place called the Rooster Tail, where they just doing like a straight night of yacht rock. DJ spinning all the best yacht rock tunes.
Take me away. Oh man. No, I watched the documentary on HBO. That's why I know it so well. Like, oh my goodness. Yacht rock is the shit. I love yacht rock. And the thing is some people don't even like the term yacht rock. Like there was a couple of artists, I can't remember them offhand, but they absolutely hate the term. They think it's too yuppie-ish. They just made good music.
It's basically adult contemporary.
Yeah. But they did, like, for them, they don't consider it. They hate the phrase yacht rock because it was actually made up. You know,
it's what people were listening to on their yachts. Adult contemporary, up tempo, adult contemporary. Dog, you could kind of dance to it. You could drink to it. You could vibe to it.
The documentary's there. The documentary's there.
The songs are catchy. You know what I mean? You be singing them shits on the way home from wherever you're at. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect. You know what I mean? It sets the perfect vibe for like that type of shit. The only thing that sets a better vibe to me is like soft jazz, smooth jazz, not soft jazz, smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz is all right.
I love a good smooth jazz afternoon, man.
Nah, I'll go bossa nova. I'll go bossa nova and yacht rock. That's my shit for the beach. But
man, what's your favorite summer activity, man?
No, just like chilling and doing that, just listening to music and just being in my zone. Like now that I can smoke in public, it makes it easier because rather than just smoking mad weed at home and then trying to ride the wave. So now when you're there, you're now like, all right, I'm at cruising altitude right about now. So I'm just coasting. Rather than trying to rush that feeling, I could just go there and be like, all right, you know what? I'm chill. And now I can smoke. And then jump in the water and be on my time. Now, I'm not like blast music kind of person because I try to be respectful of other people. And I'm not playing anything aggressive, but I'll be blasting my bossa nova jazz and yacht rock and just take a sea bath. Like what me and my father is going to try to make a habit of is go mad early, like 7, 8 o'clock, before 8 o'clock, but 7 o'clock, 7:30 at the latest. By like 9 o'clock, we leave because that's when everybody's now starting to come in and the sun's starting to get hot. Not out here to sunbathe. No, I just wanted to get some salt, be in tune with it because that was one thing that my mother loved to do and be in touch with the spirit and the elements and be in touch with my mother and just chill. Be cool. How about you, Pete?
A favorite thing, it's just I gotta get better about being. I don't have like a favorite thing. I just have to be outside a little bit more. So, if you were to put a gun to my head as a favorite thing, I would probably say like an early dinner, like on a rooftop restaurant type of dinner, like doing that once or twice a week, just because it's not dark. It's not,
Hey. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Pete. Go ahead. Finish. I
want to hear this one. I want to hear. I want the jokes. Let's get the jokes. Let's go ahead.
Dog. Hey, you follow your brother on Instagram? No.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Nah. He had me out there in the
Yeah.
water.
Yo, Russ just sent me that shit of you doing water aerobics in the fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Nah, you see. You see. You see. Yeah. See.
Hold on.
Nah. You see it. You see it. I'm lifting up the water. Well, my thing is my mechanics might.
He called you the last airbender, dog.
See what I mean?
That's
See what I mean?
Yo, shout out to Quas, man.
But you see what I mean? Like, nah,
Hey Pete, I just sent that shit to you, dog, on Instagram.
unless like you're Asian or like you're an older person, it's not really acceptable. Everybody's gonna bust jokes, and my thing is like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do me. I'm at the age where who are you for me to try to impress you? I'm just gonna do me. Now, there's a couple of things with the video that I recognize that I gotta get better. Like there's like a little hump in my back that I gotta straighten that out and actually work on that part. But you know what? It is what it is. And yeah.
So wait, so was your brother there? Like, was he participating, or was he? Did you like ask him to record? Okay.
Nah, I didn't ask him to record nothing. He didn't have my permission to film it. And that's the low key joke between like me and my sister and my brother, right? We're like, yo, anywhere we take our father, right? He's always filming. So you could be talking about something off script, right?
Yeah.
Talking about something, and as he's filming the whole conversation too, and then he'll post it, and you're like, yo, the fuck, yo, why you posting this? You didn't hear what I was talking about in the background? Like, come on, man. Like, so the funny thing is low key, my brother's doing the same thing too. I'm like, come on, man, nothing is safe. Come on, nothing is sacred. I didn't come out here like if I knew I was on camera, yeah, I would have probably been like, you know what? Do I look good? No, doing the same shit my father does.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be the joke. That's gonna be the joke with me and my sister, and my brother gonna be like, no, but you see what he's doing though.
Shout out to your bro for having like pretty good like security shit. He won't let me share that to my story without like copying the link and shit. So I can't easily share that shit. Viral, son.
No, but you see,
he was moving that water, dog. He was moving that shit.
Yeah,
it was about to be a typhoon.
I was moving shit. Nah, trying to be Moses out there parting the Red Sea and shit. You know what I mean? Moving the water.
Oh shoot!
But hey, I was talking about it earlier. Then people might think that this motherfucker's just talking shit, and he's just talking to talk.
No, you did it. No, I agree, but like the joke. I'm dead after that joke. That's crazy. The last airbender that killed me, man.
Yeah, but again, you see what I mean? That's why I kind of hesitated by saying, yeah, it's not really fully acceptable if you're Asian, or if you're like an older person. Because like if you're Asian, it's like, he's trying to get his Tai Chi on in the water. Oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, do I gotta be Asian to get my Tai Chi on? Like, like fuck that. I see the benefits, and I'm trying to reap the benefits of it.
Do you,
no
man?
shame.
You in great shape. You in great shape in your middle 40s, man, because you be out there fucking pushing water. Sometimes people don't read, like I said, you don't understand the resistance training that comes from pushing water, dog.
Yes.
Nah, I'm gonna get better because I noticed the little hump in my back leg, and
the cell phone shit.
Yeah. So I gotta straighten up a little bit more, and actually, but as time goes on, yeah. One of my low-key goals, and I recognize this with you, Daryl, is you've always wanted to be a question on Jeopardy. One of my low-key things is, in my 50s, can I get into Men's Health? Like, if 55 is the goal to get on, like, the cover of Men's Health, like, I got to be doing some shit, but then also I got to be getting myself in shape. So I'm 48 now, or 47. I can't remember my age, but I'm at that point. but I can start now and work towards the goal, because even if it's not in Men's Health, shit, I'll be a men's health condition at that point.
We should try to do it. We should all try to be on the cover of Men's Health at the same time, yo.
That'd be crazy.
55 on the cover of Men's Health. Let's go.
Because when you had your goal with the abs down, I wasn't hating on your abs. I was just hating on you fitting to have them shirts where it cuts off hair so you can show off your abs. I'm like, come on. That's where I jumped off. I'm like,
come on, man. I'm gonna have the tassel shirt. You know what I mean? It'll be like ripped at the bottom. You know what I mean? I'm gonna order the fishnet joints.
Yeah, with the little with the beads on them too. Trying to get me to make shirts with beads. I'm like, come on, Daryl, I can't do this, man.
Put these beads on here, dog. Yeah, fishnet. Man.
Wait,
on his little shirt,
looking like an '80s football player. With the abs out. You know what I mean? It's just pads and abs.
Yeah, covering rib cage and nothing but abs. Just the
just put a little
beads.
I used to want to get the T-shirt with the shade that lift up with the little drawstring. You put a drawstring, it just pops up, shows your abs. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No,
Pete, you already got the abs. Pete's ahead of
I don't know. Nah, man, no. Absolutely.
He got the shoulders.
He got the shoulders
and the broad chest. he got that broad Nigerian chest. He's playing soccer and this motherfucker not using his feet. It's nothing but headers and off the chest, controlling it with his chest. Like, use your feet.
Men's Health magazine. We all gonna be on the cover at 55. You know what I mean? Watch the journey. I'm getting on the cover of Men's Health by 55. Let's go. I'm with it.
Nice.
But yeah,
you see the day one footage.
Yeah. Everybody, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Hit the QR code above the head, man. Don't forget to hit the bell. You know what I mean? Stay on the lookout for Microwave Cornbread and the cover of Men's Health magazine. Shit. The more you like and subscribe, the more we can really focus on being on the cover of Men's Health magazine. So tell a friend, tell a friend to come and subscribe.
Listen,
so we can have time to be in the gym and eating healthy all the time instead of being like late night fucking carnitas.
Let's bowls of cereal and more celery sticks.
And fiber. More fiber.
And peanut butter and carrots.
Yo, I love peanut butter and carrots, dog. It's my favorite snack.
It's a healthier option. That's where I'm at with it. So it's like, if I want a snack, I know I got peanut butter, I know I got some celery. Fuck it. What else am I doing with this celery other than putting it in my tuna fish? Like, I might make some dirty rice and put it in my dirty rice or my dirty spaghetti. But other than that, what the fuck I'm using this celery for? I'm buying a whole stalk. I'll eat it with some peanut butter.
Yeah, celery and peanut butter, put a couple raisins on it, dog. And then it becomes ants on a
log. On a log. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, we just did it. Yeah, Pete's like, what's ants on a log?
literally just what?
As much as I smoke, I gotta eat healthy. I can't compound the shit, especially, I'm cutting back on my smoking slowly but surely. Might not show on camera, but y'all don't know my personal life off camera. But, eating healthy, simple ants on a log rather than potato chips and bowls of cereal. Yeah.
First of all, they're doing a third Super Troopers. I didn't know this.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't.
I think like November or August is supposed to come out. Some shit.
I'm in the building. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Odyssey to come out next month. That's the movie I'm waiting for right now.
That's something dope.
X-Men 97.
Yo, that's dope. I just started watching that show, man. That's awesome.
I'm saving it. I'm saving it so I can watch a bunch of episodes in a row. So don't spoil it for me. Yo, I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. Like House of Dragons is this every week bullshit, dog. Like I need like all these episodes right now so I could have watched the whole shit.
That's how they keep you hooked for the subscription.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm never getting rid of my HBO. I'll get rid of other shit. I got rid of Peacock. I got rid of all kinds of shit. I'm never getting rid of my HBO, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Showtime before I get rid of HBO.
Shit, I'm about to get rid of fucking Hulu, but I think my mom's watches that shit. That's the only real reason I'm keeping it. She's always like, I don't care what you do until I get rid of that shit. Then she'll be calling me like, yo, the Hulu's not working.
Have you
That was BET Plus with my sister. I was like, I ain't watching this BET Plus no more. I'm waiting for this Average Joe season 2 forever. Nah, I'm good. Cashed out. My sister was like, yo, what are you doing?
Daryl, did you get the Disney package with it's Disney, HBO Max or HBO and oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah.
ESPN.
mine's Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. But if I want to watch live ESPN, I got to pay more.
Okay.
So like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. No, I get it through my cable package, so I get it naturally. So I see live shit all the time.
But X-Men 97, very good. I just watched 2 episodes. It's if you're talking nostalgia and you're talking like you want to feel like you were back in like it's perfect. I feel like it's perfect. And I just watched 2 episodes, dude. Like I'm loving it.
Season 2 just dropped. So like every Wednesdays they're gonna drop a new episode.
Okay, yeah. I just got into it. So Daryl, sorry.
I watched the first season.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm just waiting for the second season to build up so I could just binge that shit.
Sorry.
If I watch 3 episodes and I can't watch no more, I'm gonna be mad because I know it's gonna end like. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait. I might go see Supergirl today though.
Okay, yes.
I heard it was okay. It's flopping at the box office, but excuse me.
Nah, a lot of them super bros is bombing it online. So they're like they're doing that shit. You know, because really who believes in a woman superhero? It's not realistic.
There's really nothing else I wanna watch that I can't watch at home. Like I'm gonna watch Toy Story in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah, you don't want to be the only guy and a bunch of kids there, and you just sitting there by yourself.
Oh no! The secret to that shit is you gotta go to the matinee in the middle of the week when the kids is in school. Now it's summer though, so like any of those summer movies, it's gonna be you with some little kids and shit. You just got your popcorn. Camp. And I'm always like, I always order my seat, right? So I get the middle seat, right? And I'm just sitting in there with all my fucking snacks, and I'm surrounded by little kids, and we just out there watching Zootopia, dog. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm watching this shit for me. I'm not trying to bring kids with me because I don't want them to ask me no questions or have to go to the bathroom in the middle of that shit. Like I'm okay with that shit. Like I don't even worry. Like when I go watch old war movies, I always go to the matinee anyway, whenever possible. And sometimes it's just me in the theater. Sometimes it's me and like a couple couples like doing like lunch dates or some shit, or like an old couple, they're retired and shit.
Like, yo, why is this dude in here? I'm trying to get a hand job. You know how many times?
They still do that in movie theaters?
If I could get away with it, yes. Like if she's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Oh man!
I mean, you could easily just catch one in the car before you go in.
Nah, you know how many cameras in that parking lot?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You'd rather be in the dark. Everybody's watching a quiet movie, and all you hear is squish, 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 squish. Come on, man! Don't nobody want to hear that shit when I'm trying to watch the movie. Just pop, just oily hands on it. Just.
You gotta time. No.
Why does it sound like mac and? Why does it sound like mac and cheese in here? Like, what
Pro tip. You gotta time it. You can't get it during the draggy conversation. Oh well, Biff, this is what happened, and this is how I feel. No. It's not during those moments. It's when they're shooting, bang, 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 shoot. During those moments.
Yeah, what if it starts during that moment, and then after the shootout, it's a quiet moment.
You gotta time it. You gotta time it.
It's just like you gotta tell.
Don't be so eager. Don't be so eager. Gotta time it. All that mushy stuff. Yeah, that's when you're playing cool and you're holding hands and you're playing with their hair.
I'm not trying to take a pause break. Like, hold on, babe. It's quiet time now. You gotta just stop. Fuck out of here, dog. What if the shootout scene's like 10 seconds?
This is why you go to see Heat. Heat got a lot of draggy shit. So mind you, the draggy shit, this is when you're playing with their hair, you're holding their hand. Draggy shit. All right, yo, somebody's about to die. Hey, yo. That's when it's action. It's action time.
I don't know, man.
Gotta time it. You just gotta time it. Because, mind you, for some women, you gotta why is that dude sitting over there? Nah, he ain't paying attention to us. He ain't paid to watch us. He paid to watch the movie. The fuck? He ain't paying attention. And why is he looking back? Like,
I'd rather take my chances with the camera. I could park under a tree or something. You know what I mean?
Ring cams. It ain't safe no more.
Yo, there ain't no ring cams in the movie theater parking lot.
No, but people got them on their dashboards. People got them on their dashboards.
Just don't park next to a Tesla. A Tesla.
Yeah,
man. You know the Tesla
that's what I was about
cameras.
to say. A Tesla. Like, yo, there's so many prying eyes. Nah. Yeah, in the dark. You got the random dude sitting like 4 rows ahead of you, facing forward. The only people that might see you is the projectionist.
She got on all the bracelets. It's making the bracelet noise in the background.
Take that shit off. Come on.
She got the bangles on.
Take that off. Nah.
Sounds like somebody shaking change in their pocket.
Nah. See the bracelets and shit. Nah, take them off. It's getting caught up in the hairs.
See, this is what happens when you drink Cutwater on the show. We don't go way over. You know what I mean? We just talking about nonsense.
We got that goodbye like 20 minutes ago.
We did say goodbye 20 minutes ago. We did.
Oh, we are some Cutwater waves right about now.
This is what happens after the show that you guys don't ever see. So now you get to see it. But yeah, we out of here, man. Make sure you follow us on all the fucking social media.
This conversation is going to still continue for 15 minutes.
We out of here, dog.